we have a boundary out here which has no hedge on it. So if I show you on the plan, this is the side of the farmer's field. And it takes a couple of angles there. This is an area that used to be part of the field. It has no hedge on it or fence. Also, this has no hedge or fence. This then goes into woodland on this edge. So we have a ditch and woodland here, which makes a good demarcation from the field. But from here down, we need something to demarcate from us and the field. Here's the boundary with the woods. So if I just swing around, this has recently been tilled. I'm going to follow that field edge now around and just pace it out. So that's 57 strides down to this marker. And that brings me level with the pond. "73 paces brings me to the second marker. That's a good view of the pond and the wash house. We have baby coops there at the moment. So that is 181 paces, and that brings me to this point on the map there. So now I've got to work out how many plants I need to plant a hedge. I'll just walk down our drive. If I swing round, this is the closest walnut tree we have at the front of the property. It's just on the other side of the road. And from that, the red squirrels bury lots of nuts to get them through the winter. So if I just show you, this is one. This is a hazelnut tree. These are some that I've been collecting. I have some up at the house in pots. They're field maples. Great for hedging. This is a nut tree. That's a nut tree. That's a hazelnut tree. It's still on the drive. Through here is the little path that crosses the lawn, and the deer come through here. This is their little track. Goes through here, here, and off into the next field. And here is a lovely walnut. He's well over 1 metre high. Okay, we're at the top of the drive. If I swing round, this is where the little walls are that we dug out, where the gate used to be, and this is a horse chestnut tree. We've got some wonderful trees here. We've got some huge oaks as well. But this is one of about 6 full-grown horse chestnuts we have, and underneath it is just so many baby trees. So it's just from the conkers taking root. So I don't know whether I can use those in amongst my hedging or not. I'll have to do a bit of research. I'm just going around collecting up seedlings. So these are my horse chestnut seedlings. They've obviously grown out of conkers, and we've got hundreds and hundreds of them here. Let's see if I can show you one. Got good root on it. So I just started digging up a few. These were in the border where I've put the lavender, so they had to come out anyway. I was just waiting for them to be a good size to move. I'm under an oak tree on the drive, so I thought while I'm digging up these little seedling horse chestnuts. There's many other things here too, and of course we're under an oak tree. There are baby oak trees, so but they have a very long root. They really go for Australia very quickly. So whereas you have a little thing like that stuck out of the ground in amongst all this, the root is longer than my spade. So whether they survive being pulled up, I don't know. I'll try. These in comparison have very short roots. Right by the pond, there's lots of dragonflies over there at the moment. Lots of frogs and a family of moorhen this year. So I'm just starting to do the filling in of the hedge. We've done a line of horse chestnut just to give us a line to work to. It's not the hedging plant as such. And I've dug out lots of young hazel, hawthorn, field maple, the odd nut tree. So I've got some little walnut trees, and this one actually, the walnut shell is still there. So these are all planted by the red squirrels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do about 10 metres, see how that goes, give it a couple of weeks, keep it well watered. If it doesn't fare so well, I'm going to try again at the end of the summer when we go into autumn. This is the top end of the woods, and this is a baby plane tree, so he's about, I don't know, 15 feet high, 5 metres, something like that. And he's obviously broken off at some point and his roots have stayed alive, so he's shot out some new growth, because all the others in the line are the same age as the house. So there were 22 of them planted here. So they are 160 years old. Spinning you round. In there I've tried to do some air layering on the branches, little packets of wet moss. So I'm just going to see if they've taken at all. If they've taken, I can then root those into the ground, but let's wait and see. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think what I'll do is I'll just clear a space here by the fence and just pop them in the ground here. And I'll keep an eye on them. That'd be great if I can get those to grow, because they will fill in the spaces on the drive. This has a good root on it. I just dug a hole to put it in. I think I'll strip back some of the leaves so it hasn't got to sustain such a lot. I'm down on the drive. It's a bit breezy today, but a lovely warm sunny day. These are walnut trees planted by the squirrels. They're doing quite nicely. I have them up to 1 metre high, so I'm just going to count up how many I've got. And I was just going to show you the trees on the drive are evenly spaced. These are London plane trees, very tall trees, and they have this lovely bark that flakes off in plates. So we have a gap on that side, so that is the last one, and then there's a gap until this one. So we have 3 missing here. This is the gap I want to fill in. I think this is one of our oldest oak trees. It's absolutely huge. And when we've measured it before, I think it's over 200 years old. So the plane trees are the same age as the house, so they were put in the sort of 1860s. So this is why I'm trying to air root some plane to fill in that gap.